We have been talking about the heat all week long on Fox 61. Important to be aware of the potential dangers, especially in a situation that is considered extreme heat. Joining us now to talk about a lot of this and how to stay safe is a physician assistant, Theresa Keddy, with ProHealth Physicians. Theresa, thanks for joining us this morning.
Thanks for having me.
I want to start, people can have all kinds of different ailments. We talk about COVID. We're still talking about monkeypox. Talk specifically about warning signs of heat-related illness and what we can really do about it.
Absolutely. So especially with this heat wave we've been having, it's very important to pay attention to those signs and symptoms. When you're outside and you just say, oh, I'm hot and want to go inside in the AC, that's one thing. But certainly if you're out for a longer period of time, like athletes or working outside, you can get quickly dehydrated, or you can have symptoms that are more severe and can lead to actual heat exhaustion, or what we call heat stroke, where your body can't regulate its temperature and your internal organs can start failing.
You just mentioned athletes there. We often say on the show, hey, check on an older neighbor. It just feels like the right thing to do. But are there groups that are more vulnerable to potentially having significant problems with the heat?
Absolutely. So the extremes of age, so very young, infants and toddlers, also very old people, also people that are on, certain medications. Those can affect getting dehydrated quicker, or have certain medical conditions that might make them more prone to overheating as well.
Around here, kind of our philosophy is prepare, don't scare when it comes to the weather, but I think that applies to this topic as well. Protecting your own health when temperatures are very high, kind of what are the go-to tips and pointers you have on that front?
Yeah, so staying in the shade, staying in a cool place, taking breaks from the sun, so trying not to stay out there for too long at a time, making sure you're wearing, light clothing, don't wear anything too heavy, try not to wear dark colors because those will also attract the sun, and trying to, drink and hydrate as much as you can to make up for the fluids that you're losing as well. Let's
talk hydration for a minute if we can. I try not to get my medical advice from Instagram, but I saw a post yesterday and somebody was sprinkling like some sea salt into their water, to help with the hydration process. Is that a smart move? Are we going solid water? I know there's a lot of talk about electrolytes, that sort of thing.
Yeah, primarily trying to hydrate enough, and we say that's basically enough fluids to make sure that you're urinating regularly and your urine is not dark and concentrated, or that you haven't not urinated. So watching your urine is one thing you can do to make sure you're hydrated. But if we are outside and we're sweating a lot, that's where we lose those electrolytes and salt. So if you are sweating a lot, then certainly replenishing with some type of electrolyte drink, a Gatorade or something similar, would be helpful to do that as well.
And then just quickly, it sounds like my iced coffee gets a thumbs down. Is that right?
Yeah, certain things can dehydrate you a little quicker, like coffee and alcohol. So those you want to try to stay away from if you know that you're going to be in the sun and heat.
Yeah, Theresa, listen, we so appreciate your time in the Fox 61 Morning News. Wishing you a great weekend and that you stay safe, hydrated, and happy as well. Thanks for your time.